There's a spirit of joy that runs through this place, and people feel it as soon as they walk in the door.
Bonjour, my friend. Morning, Terry.
Yeah, you can boogie, girl.
The acceptance that everybody has of each other, the understanding that people have.
No, I love you.
I love all the people, the staff, and the fact that all the members can be free and do what they want to do.
Headway East London is a charity supporting people with brain injuries. We have a day service, an evening service, a community support worker service, a therapy team, and a casework service.
What can I say? Like, yeah, it's huge for people to feel completely welcome and understood, or like they don't have to be understood.
It's the best thing that happened to me as a person with a long-term disability now. And it's the best thing that happened for my family.
I'm Miriam, and I was employed 25 years ago to set up Headway East London. It was the most amazing thing that I've probably ever done. These are some of the very early ones. This is the first member that we ever had, Stephen. Me getting pied in the face by Adrian. All the crazy things that we did to raise money. I didn't have any prior knowledge of brain injury. It was about just accepting people as they were. As you would get to know anyone in the street, you don't go and ask them, oh, have you had a brain injury? Have you got a mental health problem? You know, you just talk to them as a person. And I think that was the sort of founding principle for me, bringing people into a safe space and letting them be themselves. That's my mum, volunteering.
Is that Sarah?
That's Sarah, yeah. They all came up, my kids, and helped out.
I am Sarah. I'm now the Chief Executive of Headway East London. I was 12 when Mum got the room, the Headway East London room in the Homerton. From the minute it started, from the tiny room, it's always had that feeling. A lot of love.
I remember saying that I deliberately didn't employ people who were healthcare professionals or carers. People have spent so long in hospital and so long in rehabilitation, they don't need people fussing around them. I just opened up the room as if I was opening up my home, and my knowledge about brain injury and how it impacts people grew over time.
After brain injury, it's quite well known that relationships break down. A lot of people's personalities might change. Like, people just get angry at someone for not being who they were when they're already struggling with that fact themselves. And whether that's like your place in the family, you've got a really short memory and you're just going to get lost, or you can't keep up with people in the same way. So there's a lot of people navigating breakdowns.
My name is Marie-Claire Catherine Nonchalant. It doesn't feel like you're quite human or quite an adult. It's like you've lost your place in your family, in society, everything, all at once. Because I literally had an aneurysm and hit the taps and that was it. I woke up and my life was totally different. It was like I reverted to being a really naughty child that I never was. And I looked in the mirror and I looked the same, but nothing else was the same. And the hospitals don't let you know that. But Headway do. Because with brain injury, God love us, but we are really difficult people when we first come out of hospital. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
So, are you excited about filming in the centre?
I've never done it before. A lot of things are taken away. A lot of things. And it took 4 years of heavy-duty therapy at Headway for me to accept what happened to me.
Offering the support, like psychotherapy support, but also just having other people that they can talk to that didn't know them before their injury. You're just accepted for how you are today. And I think that's really, really important because I think a lot of people struggle with that day to day.
I think the sense of community for people is so important because it's a fundamental human need to belong and be part of something.
You look lovely today, by the way. Let's look at the fit. The fit is amazing.
It's all about the cheekbones.
It is, certainly.
The idea that everyone, no matter whether you're staff member, volunteer, visitor, whoever you are, you've got something to give, something to contribute. And if we start differentiating between who's who, people feel less able to do that. Less able to bring their opinions, less able to make art, less able to make a decision about what's going to be cooked at a supper club or whatever it is.
Kitchen crew.
My name is Dave. I've been a Headway member since 2015. In 2003, I had viral encephalitis, a rare viral swelling of the brain. The first time I went to Headway, I was taken aback by two things: the art studio and the kitchen.
Oh, there it is.
I've been in a couple of day services, I've been inpatient hospital rehabs, and never been allowed in the kitchen.
Check out the guns of the dough master.
The Headway kitchen had no door. It had 8 people in it, making lots of noise, coming towards one goal of helping to feed the rest of the community. So lunch at Headway is made by the members, for the members and staff.
There's some dry cardamom, yeah man, smell delicious.
I'm Thomas, and I am kitchen manager, and I've been at Headway for, I think it's probably going to be 14 years this year. The supper clubs that we do in the kitchen, Headway Eats, it's really powerful because it bleeds across that boundary and that idea that we're doing something that has meaning in the world at large. That's something that, for our members, is quite a special experience because most of the time they're kind of in a position in their lives where they're recipients of care, or they're certainly seen as that. They're fulfilling this incredibly meaningful role where they're providing for others. It just flips that on its head. That's a really magic thing.
This actually is the top of a tea chest. That's a reminder of who we are for when we're in the kitchen.
Were you an artist before you went to Headway?
No. I woke up about 3 years after my brain injury one morning and had an epiphany moment and went, I'm going to be an artist. And my wife went, of course you are. You wanted to be Snoop Dogg when you came out of hospital. And it felt like someone had opened up a filing cabinet in the back of my head and just let out creativity.
My name's Michelle. I work with the artists of Submit to Love Studio.
It's beautiful, Cecil.
90% of the people that come into the studio have never done art before, and my role is to tap into that. So much is lost when it comes to brain injury, in particular identity, and the art studio, it allows people to really tap into their innate creator. Some of the artists can only paint with one finger. Others can only communicate with the blink of an eye. So it's about finding ways in which people can make, create with whatever they have.
My name is Macaretta Milner, but I'm also known as Maggie. Honey, a question for you.
Yes.
When did I start at Headway?
You started Headway when you had your head injury, and it happened just over there in the garden. Yeah? And you had an aneurysm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? You were pregnant as well.
Whose fault was it?
Hardly fair. It takes two to tango, you said.
It takes two to tango, yeah.
That was, to answer your question, 13 years ago.
When did you make this? Today?
Yeah.
Smells very good.
It's made with love. Love is the answer to everything.
Do you ever make it without love?
No.
Have you made many friends at Headway, Margie?
Headway is like my second family. It's the best place to be.
And some people are at a very sad stage in life, aren't they, where it's just happened. And then to have people decades later, there's still an injury, but They're living their lives. I like that when I go there because a lot of people gravitate to you, don't they? You've been there and you're enjoying life.
Of course. Life is too short. Enjoy. Enjoy life now. My children and my husband are my rock. And of course, my carer. I am so lucky for this family of mine.
I'm lucky to have you as a mum.
Oh, good. That's a good thing to say.
Have you been to Headway?
Yes. The few times I've been there, I've been forced to sing by my mum. It's weirdly more easy to communicate with people compared to, like, outside of Headway. I think it's because they're similar to mum in the case. And it's quite nice just singing with other people as well, because a lot of people sing there.
I remember the first time Seth came in, one of the members. He came in to join us in the music. And as soon as we started to sing, he burst into tears. And I turned around and I said, Seth, what's happening? It's very touching because it's healing. Sometimes it's good for you to feel it, so you can help other people in that area, what they are going through. It's a more cake.
My name is Tasneem, everyone calls me Taz. I work as a day service manager. I've been working at Headway for 13 years. It's got this hook, this attraction that I can't explain. Everyone treats you for who you are. We have about 150 members coming in. Most members here come for life. Getting through that waiting list isn't always easy. It's a lot of advocating, lots of appeals. We want to grow. If we want to do all these projects, we need the funding. We have members who really struggle with housing situations, transport in the community. It's not the same as mental health, whereas there wasn't always a category to say brain injury. We really fought for that awareness, especially working really closely with DWP. That training, that education around brain injury in the system isn't prevalent, so it's a challenge.
Hi, I'm Yoki. I'm a peer support worker at Headway East London. I was a normal person. I was studying, working, and suddenly at the age of 17, I had my injury. And yeah, to start all over again. At that time, there wasn't much support, so I didn't know what happened to me. I just felt like I'm by myself. I had to make a decision and say, this is not me. I'm not gonna let it take over my life. I started learning about Headway, meeting other people. I had to come out of it at some point. Been a member for almost 10 years, and now I'm a member of staff going into hospitals to help people who just had their brain injury. Something life-changing just happened. I see that girl that didn't know what to do, was so scared. I've seen it all, and I don't want no one to go through what I went through. There's lots of suicide, there's lots of mental health that comes with brain injury. I want to be there to hold their hand. Even it might be just to have a cup of tea or a chat. At least you know there's someone there.
I love my carers. These people are the ones that push you. They are behind your back to push you. I love them. They're like family to me. I don't know about other people. That's how I feel. I always be like this to myself. Aren't you grateful? You have to be grateful. They left their family to walk in the cold to get to you. Will you do the same for them? That's a question I always ask myself. I would love to, if I can. If I can.
It's often a strange experience for a 57-year-old to be reliant on a 12-year-old as a young carer. People look at me and think, well, there's nothing wrong with you. Because I don't have the physical disability of a brain injury.
Bit more.
Nice. Do I look like someone with significant brain damage? No. Do I act like a 15-year-old?
Yes.
Yes. That's possibly why we kind of get on quite well. Oh, no! No!
Oh, what a goal.
Oh, no.
Milo, is there anything that you've learned at Headway that has helped you deal with living with a dad with a brain injury?
I think definitely family counselling helped a lot to kind of learn more about Dad's brain injury. Also, I think getting to see everyone else with a brain injury kind of taught me a bit about it's not all that bad. It's always like people are happy there, people are smiling, people are always kind of happy.
Oh, well. I knew it was going to happen.
Headway put my family back together again. We were so busted beyond belief. Oh my God, they saved my life, both my kids' life, my husband's life. The family is actually in some respects more important than the person that's had the brain injury, because the family needs to support that person. And if they aren't given that structure to support that person, they're all swimming in the dark. Oh, look at my baby girl. You're actually being filmed right now.
Yo!
Oh, lovely.
Couple of years ago, Hackney Council was actually trying to move me to Birmingham. I came out of the meeting thinking, how am I gonna go to Birmingham? I don't know no one. And the only choice they gave me was either that or be homeless. I'm there having a panic attack, and Sarah actually said to me, we're not letting you go. Like, I think about that now every time, because not letting go means a lot to me, and she said it and she meant it.
Someone with a brain injury might be out there and be disinhibited, and some people might look at them and just be like, they've got a mental health problem, but not realising this is organic damage. You're not just going to fix that. And our unique way is by showing people, like, yeah, this is that person. They've got these challenges that they have to break through every day, and then look what they can do.
Keith, the resident DJ, is with me. How are you today?
Not too bad.
When are you going to DJ again? I haven't seen you do it for a while.
Friday.
This Friday, brilliant. All right, I'll be there.
I feel embarrassed when I look back now, because I love that place so much, but the first 3 weeks that I went, I cried the entire day. But they are such a welcoming bunch of people. Once I stopped crying and looked around me, I made hundreds of friends. And when I mean hundreds, it feels like I got hundreds of friends. Yeah, they are so important to me.
It's almost like if you could visualise 50 people every day with their arms around each other, giving each other a big hug, then that's what I would take away from Headway every time I go there. We're all very specialised in our understanding of our own conditions, but the bigger picture is that lots of us have similar experiences from brain injury. So you can relate to other people that might not look like you, walk like you, talk like you. What do I like most about Headway? Getting somebody's name right first time round.
I fell into a puzzle in my head.
Oh no, now I've forgotten everything I said.
The story to be told with words all rearranged.
But a voice inside is telling me that everything has changed.
Now I think I see a shot the light a long, long way ahead. But doesn't it still vex us when they say it's all in your head?